Holy shit. Fuck you, Internet. Alright, so I am back home for a minute. I decided first thing I was going to do, sit down with the Fortin Meshuggah pedal. Tiny, shut the fuck up. I'm going to see you. Yeah, friggin' dog's mouthy. With a Meshuggah pedal, and I have the Fortin hex drive here because apparently you need to boost your Meshuggah pedal. I was foolish enough to think I could take it out of the box, plug into it, and get amazing tones. So we had two things that I stumbled across that are evident to the first recording that I did. One, speakers mean a lot to this pedal as far as like how you're going to have it work, right? The speakers I was using are just too mid-range forward and chimey. So they made it sound more ass than the ass it would have sounded like before. Fix that using the other cab, which is, I have twin arachnids. They're just one's purple and one's neon green. One's loaded with Eminence speakers. The other one's Electro Voice. The Electro Voice for this pedal kicks ass. It fixed 90% of the problem. The other problem would be the gain stage not really where I wanted it to be as far as it getting squawky. It just gets squawky if you dial that bitch to 100. So I hooked up the hex drive and we got something completely better, as I'm going to show you in this video. So those of you who don't normally watch my stuff, you just watch my somewhat clickbait, I guess, video, even though I don't consider it clickbait because I had a legit problem with that pedal. If you watch the video or you watch any of my other videos, you see my face, you know I'm having a legit problem with that pedal. With that said, here's what the sound out of the clean power amp. Yeah, I used a clean power amp. It's just an EL34 power amp. That's it. No coloring at all. Here we go. Alright, so here we are. I'm going to meet in the middle. 7-string. So this is a Heathen Gungnir. It's going into my clean power amp. EL34 2-powered amp. There's no coloring, it's just a power amp. That's what I used last time. So we're going to hear the clean, and then we're going to slap on the Meshuggah. Alright, so you can tell infinitely sounds better than what I did before. I'm using one of the recommended settings. I can't remember which one it is. I will still say that the Zool isn't cranked up enough. I wish it could turn just another quarter of a turn because there's a little bit of a hee-hee going on in my hee-hee. A little Michael Jackson in the background of the Meshuggah. But yeah, now we're going to smash it with the hex drive. And we're going to be in a happy place. All right, here we go. To the hex drive, Batman! All right, so there you go. So everybody on the internet was right. Boost up, motherfucker, and maybe check out the speakers not cooperating. This thing is meant for low ass tuning, and apparently I've never tried a Meshuggah amp myself, but something tells me I would not like that amp, which is weird because I love Fortin stuff. You know, like I won't lie, it broke my heart when the Evil Pumpkin came out because, yeah, with many talks with certain people in the circles, it was supposed to come out at a lot less than that, and it came out like over my budget, and that just bummed me out. Like I sold a few amps so I could put that in my collection. I will get one at one point. Used market's a fickle bitch. Someday, someone's gonna need some meth. I'm gonna have the $2,500 for it. But yeah, the pedal, I gotta say, it's good. It's not bad. If you're using it straight up, I will retain my thing saying it's not what I thought it was going to be, but again, everybody says you got to boost it. I was just a little thrown by, by the time it gets to your house, you're almost $400 deep to have to boost it. I mean, I've got a shitload of preamp pedals that are 200, 250 bucks. You don't even have to do nothing. You just plug them in and go. So at the end of the day, my reassessment of the, whoa, hey, calm down, of the Fortin Meshuggah it is a good pedal. Worth 350 bucks? Well, if he's giving Meshuggah a cut, that's probably why it's that expensive, because those guys, they need their VIG. I mean, it is their name that's on it. So with that being said, if they weren't involved in it, this probably would be around your normal Fortin release, I imagine, for preamps. I mean, we got the Natus at a pretty good price, and that thing just... If you're not the low tune guy, get a Natus. I'm not saying don't buy something from Fortin. Fortin has amazing stuff. And even though you don't agree with his product, you can be a dick about it, he's still a very smart guy, and for the most part, he's a very nice guy. I have no ill will towards Fortin. I really love his stuff. I got almost every pedal he makes down there on that shelf, where the Evil Pumpkin was supposed to be. Calm down, touchy little fucker. Yeah, so at the end of the day, the pedal's good. You know, I just used it wrong, apparently. It happens. You know, when I do these videos, I yank it out of the box, I plug it in. I don't know everything. Sometimes everything's kind of standard. It runs like a normal thing. This one did not, and it showed. I'd say the biggest flaw that I had was my speaker selection. Now, there's a lot of guys that made videos that do a lot with two notes, and that's how they get their cab sound. I'm an old motherfucker, and I still mic up an actual cab. So speakers made a difference. B30s suck for this particular pedal. They just do. And the other speaker that sucks is a speaker I know is good. That's the DV77 by Eminence. It just doesn't do it, but these Electro Voice speakers do it really well. One's a black label, and the other one's a classic 12. They chomp it up real good. And if you're all wondering about my tube preamp, it's a Redbeard Grendel V2. Yeah, and the guitar again is a Heathen Gungnir 7-inch string. They come in 6 and 7. You want some of the first batch? Go fucking buy one. Don't ask you how much they cost. Go to the fucking website, asshole. All right, very cool. Man, shh, quiet. All right, I'll hopefully catch you in another video. Even if you're one of the people that's just one of those Fortin fanboys that showed up to fucking shit on me, I'd appreciate you sticking around. Some of those comments are funny. I could use people like that in my comment section. Yeah. Some of you guys are fucking witty, and it was really fun to read those comments. I don't usually get that many comments. So again, thank you for everybody who was actually positive enough to get a hold of me and go, hey, try this, try this, try this. Because clearly I was out of my depth on this one, and which is weird because you should just be able to plug into it with everything at noontime, at least get a decent sound. But hey, live and learn. All right? Again, I apologize to Mike Fortin for saying this just wasn't my cup of tea. But really, at the end of the day, it's just not my cup of tea. It's a good pedal, but it's not my cup of tea. I'm a Natus guy. I'll preach at the top of Natus Mountain for the rest of my life. You know, and yeah. Hey, Mike, make a cheaper version of that fucking Evil Pumpkin so poor motherfuckers like me can afford one. Really wanted that amp. That's not even a joke. My pain's real, folks. I know I'm making a joke about it, but my pain's real. All right, very cool. Later. Catch you next video.